Hi everybody and welcome to Photomikes Garage. Okay, you can see that the wheels are off the Viper. All the wheels are off, yes. And what that means is it's brake bleeding time. I've done almost everything I can for maintenance in this car. New air filters, stock airbox, oil change, transmission change, power steering fluid change, radiator fluid change, new radiator tank, new serpentine belt. It just goes on. Spark plugs, new intake manifold gaskets, removal of the rat's nest underneath here. I did it all, right? And so now it is time for the brake bleed. All the wheels are off. And you start at the furthest point from the master cylinder, and that is the right rear. You've got your simple one piston floating brakes here. Definitely not too impressive for a sports car, but not bad for the 1990s, not bad at all. A 13-inch rotor, which is the same size as the rotor in front, which is unusual. Usually the rear rotors are smaller, but it is thinner than the rotor in the front, which is thicker, 13-inch, and with a Brembo 4-piston fixed caliper brake. That is high performance, especially for the late 90s and for the 2000s. Really good. We're going to be putting in .4 brake fluid, just a little higher temperature boiling point, a little higher quality. So we're going to basically drain out the old fluid out of the master cylinder right here, because who knows how long it's been there. So it's good to get it out because it might have water molecules in it. We don't want that. Also any air bubbles, and then put the new stuff in. And whoop, I don't want to spill that. Okay. When you put in brake fluid, you're going to push the pistons back, and so you need room. So you got to make sure this doesn't overflow when you put the new fluid in. Right now the cap is loose. There's my rear brake rotor again, and look at the tires. Oh my God. These tires, first of all, these are date code 2016, so they're a little old for the front. Not too bad, but these, although there's not much tread, these are 2022 tires. And look how wide they are. These are 335. What are they? Let's see. These are 335 30 R18s, sorry, R18s. These are gigantic. At the time when this car came out, the only other car that had tires this wide was the Lamborghini Diablo. These are supercar tires, supercar tires. They're so wide, fantastic. Now these are 275s. These are the same size tires as came on the Hellcat. The Hellcat was 700 horsepower, only had these tires to put the power down to the road. So the Viper has much more rubber, and these are NT triple SRs. So these are sticky tires, really sticky. So this is why this car, it just grips, it just goes. So I lucked out. Not everything on my Viper was so good, but these tires are good, at least good for now, until I wear these suckers down. Okay, so here is my brake bleeding setup. Basically a 7/16 wrench opens up all the brake bleeders. I have a clear line so I can see whatever dirt or bubbles come out of this caliper right here, all the way to a little bucket here with weights to hold the hose inside. That's it. That's as simple as it. Anybody can do a brake bleed at home, but you need one more thing. This is a two-person brake bleeding job. Therefore, I need a second person, which is Liam. Liam's going to be my second person. Say hi, Liam.
Hi.
As you can see, he's extremely enthusiastic about this job. Very enthusiastic. So he is going to push the brake pedal when I say so, and only when I say so. And therefore, we'll push the brake fluid out of the caliper, any bubbles, dirt, etc., and the old fluid will come out. And so therefore, the brakes, yeah. Therefore, the brakes shall be bled. Let's get started. I have the window open so I can communicate with my second man. I'm going down. I'm ready to open up the brake bleeder. Okay, press down on the brake pedal. Press down. Whoa, I don't get anything. What's going on? Oh, okay. Lots of little bubbles. Okay, let up. Okay, so as you can see, the fluid is quite dark. It's been here a long time. And also there was some dirt and small bubbles that came out. Nothing major, nothing terrible, but still, this is why we bleed the brakes. Is it all the way up? Okay, and push. Yeah. Okay. Let it up. Keep doing what I just did right there with the far rear brake caliper, and then you go to the driver's side rear brake pack caliper, and then you go to the front caliper, the passenger side, and then finally you end up on the driver's side front caliper. So I'm going to continue bleeding. Okay, so now we're doing the driver's side rear, and it's the same as the other side, but look at the fluid I've been getting. It's very dark. I don't believe that this brake fluid has been changed, maybe ever. So this is a good thing to do. I haven't got a lot of air bubbles, just a few, so everything is in pretty good shape, just getting rid of the old fluid. And one more thing I wanted to mention here, look at the rear suspension. Now, the Viper is an exotic car, it really is. And I tell you, it's like a race car in here. Everything is adjustable. This is a very adjustable, it has aluminum upper and lower, double A-arm suspension, adjustable camber right there, adjustable caster. You can adjust this to bring this wheel forward and back to add caster, so you can add caster to the rear. But look at this, rear adjustable toe. It's got a toe link on the back, so you can adjust the toe, the camber, and the caster all with this car. Fantastic. So you can understand how it won so many races, including Le Mans. Okay, press down on the brake pedal. Yes! Let it up. Press down. Let it up. Okay, we move around to the front right brake pedal, and look what I found. I found something really interesting. There's the brake bleeder, of course, for these brakes, but yeah, there's another brake bleeder. There's two on the front. This is shocking. This is absolutely shocking. I've never encountered this before. This didn't happen before with the Hellcat, just with this particular car. So there is 6 brake bleeders on this vehicle to do. So I guess, don't quite understand why. Anyway, if any of you know why it has 2 brake bleeders, please let me know in the comments. So I'm going to do one side at a time. I don't know if there's a sequence. You do the front then the back, or the back then the front. So let's just see what happens. Okay, I consulted my service manual, and it tells me that you do the inboard bleed screw first before you do the outboard. So we're going to do the inboard, which I have the hose on right now, and then we'll do the outboard. Also, I noticed that there's nice plastic covers with a little tether attached to them, so you don't lose them. They're perfect for the front. These are nice and shiny, but the back had no covers at all, which is not good. I'm going to try and find something that will protect them from getting dirt and stuff in there, but okay, let's do it. Okay, ready? And brake pedal down. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Looks pretty dark. Okay. Brake pedal up. Brake pedal down. Ooh. Brake pedal up. It's time to do the outboard brake bleeder on the front brakes, but before I do that, let's check the level. Periodically, you've got to check the level, because as you're bleeding, the fluid level is going down. You can see we're back down to the add level. I want to bring it up to the full. And also, I've got cloths out here because brake fluid is very corrosive to paint. So you don't want to get on the paint down there. It's going to wreck it. So you got to be careful with brake fluid. Come on, drink up, little buddy. Drink up. That's right, drink up. Are you ready, slave? Is he still there? Did he escape? Oh, okay, he's still there. Okay, ready, Liam. Okay, ready, helper. And push down. Yeah. Let it up. That came out pretty dark. Right away you can see that's dark. Okay, push down. Yeah. Let it up. This is the manual system for bleeding your brakes, the old-fashioned way. It's not necessarily the best way. You can buy pressurized brake bleeders for a little bit of cost. I might do that for the future, but I just like giving orders to my assistant. You give orders. Makes me feel good. So that's why I'm doing it the manual way. Okay, push down. Let her up. Okay, I had a little spill here because I actually left the cap off the last time I put fluid in here. That is the reason why you put the cap back on. It will spray out of here when you push the brake pedal and get all over your painted surfaces like this one has. So yeah, do not make that mistake. Do not do as I do as I say. Okay, the final brake caliper, yay. We'll start with the inboard. Okay, and push the brake pedal down. Yes, it's very dark, but no bubbles, good. Okay, so now we're doing the final brake bleed on this car. Of 6 brake bleeders, this is the 6th one. Okay, ready, helper, and push down. Yes, very dark fluid at first. Let it up. Press down. Okay, the brake bleed has been completed, and I found bleed screw caps. So I put these on. Those are from a Crown Victoria. So they've been repurposed for a Viper supercar. And it is a supercar because not only does it have 10 cylinders, okay, but also it has 6 bleeder screws. Supercar. But I'm not finished here. I've got to clean these A-arms. They got lots of grease on them. They actually have grease nipples that I can grease the ball joints with, so I'm going to be doing that old school stuff and just cleaning up this whole area to make it more show worthy, because these are aluminum A-arms and I want them to shine. And on top of that, with the wheels off, I can get access to this panel right here. You see, it's got these little thumb type screws, and once you take that off, you can reach the back of the headlights because I'm installing HID light bulbs in the headlights to make them more modern. The light output right now is terrible. It's yellow. I don't like it. I want better lights. I've always done that with my cars, and this one I'm going to convert it to HID. Okay, so that's it for this video. So thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time. All right, so one more thing. There was a lot of comments on my last video stating that I had spelt the word disgusting wrong, right? And some of the comments were quite hurtful. Hurtful indeed, I must say. It cut me to the quick. But anyway, I'm from Canada and we spell words differently up here. And one of the words that we spell differently is disgusting. It's not disgusting, it's disgusting. Okay, so I'm correct for Canada, and I'm a Canadian. So please, be nice. I'm just joking.